Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. Now let us see next question, that is question number 14. Can you draw a triangle with vertices 1, 5, 5, 8 and 13, 14? Give reasons. So here first let us consider the given points as A, first one 1, 5, B, second one 5, 8 and C, third one 13, 14. Now before verifying or before checking whether they can be vertices of a triangle or not, first we need to find the distances among them. So let us find the distance between AB, BC and then CA, right? So first, before that, we read the distance formula. The distance formula is distance between the points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 is, that is AB, is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So based on this formula we are going to find the distances. So first we find distance between A and B, that is AB, under root. Here A is 1, 5, B is 5, 8. So 5 minus 1 whole square, 5 minus 1 whole square plus 8 minus 5 whole square, 8 minus 5 whole square. So on simplification we get here under root 5 minus 1 is 4, 4 square is 16 plus 8 minus 5 is 3, 3 square is 9. So here root 16 plus 9 is 25, right? Root 25 is nothing but 5. So here we got AB is equal to 5 units. AB is equal to 5 units, right? Let us find BC, distance between B 5, 8 and C 13, 14. 13 minus 5 whole square, it is under root 13 minus 5 whole square plus 14 minus 8 whole square, 14 minus 8 whole square. So on simplification we get here under root 13 minus 5 is 8, so 8 square, 8 square is 64 plus 14 minus 8 is 6, 6 square is 36, 64 plus 36 is 100. So here we get BC is equal to square root of 100, that is nothing but 10. Square root of 100 is nothing but 10. So here we get distance between BC is 10 units. Distance between points B and C is 10 units. Now here let us find the distance between C and A, that is C 13, 14 and A 1, 5, that is under root 13 minus 1 whole square, 13 minus 1 whole square plus 14 minus 5 whole square, 14 minus 5 whole square. On simplification 13 minus 1 is 12, 12 square is 144 plus 14 minus 5 is 9, 9 square is 81. On adding 144 and 81 we get 225. So this is under root 225. Under root 225 is nothing but 15. So here distance between CA or C to A is 15 units. Now here we have the values of AB 5, BC 10 and CA is 15. Now with these we are going to check whether the given ABC form a triangle or not. Here you need to understand one thing children. To form a triangle, to form these points A, B and C a triangle, there are 6 cases are there to be checked. Those 6 cases can be divided into 2 parts, 2 subcases. What are the 2 subcases? In this first one, you need to check sum of any 2 sides should be greater than the third side. Here, sum of any 2 means AB plus BC should be greater than CA. This is the first subcase. Second one, see, we have checked AB plus BC whether it is greater than C or not. Next one, here BC plus CA should be greater than AB. And third one, here we used AB plus BC compared with CA, BC plus CA compared with AB. Now let us take AB and AC. AB and AC nothing but CA. AB plus CA should be greater than BC. These are the 3 cases and 3 more cases as, let us take them as some small d, that is difference of any 2 sides should be strictly smaller than the third side. So here we are taking in place of addition, let us take here subtraction. So here AB minus BC should be less than CA. See, their addition should be greater than the third side. Their difference should be lesser than, means smaller than the third side. So here next case is BC minus CA. BC minus CA should be less than AB. Now last case AB minus CA. AB minus CA should be less than BC. Now here, if suppose these values means AB is 5, BC is 10 and CA is 15. Let us write here AB is 5, BC is 10 and CA is 15. Actually this side should be longer in the figure, as it is rough figure. Okay, let us continue with this. Now here these values, if they satisfy all the 6 cases, then A, B, C can be the vertices of a triangle. Now let us see, for example, if it fails in any one of the cases, at least one case, then we can say that these points cannot form a triangle, means they cannot be vertices of a triangle. Let us check one by one. So let us take the first one. First one is what? AB plus BC should be greater than CA, right? So here first let us take AB plus BC. I am checking this A bit, right? This is the checklist, you can remember. These 6 are like checklist. Now let us first, I am taking AB plus BC. See here, AB plus BC means here AB value is 5 plus BC value is 10. 5 plus 10 is 15. Let us compare this one with CA. CA is already 15. Now you compare. Is 15 greater than 15? AB plus BC should be greater than CA, right? Is 15 greater than 15? No. So here we get, here AB plus BC is not at all greater than CA, right? So by taking this as base, we can say that ABC cannot form a triangle. For example, what if we get this is greater than, for example, okay, in examination, suppose if they change the points according to that, for example, if you get here this value is greater than that value, then you can go for the second case. If that satisfies, then you go for the third case. If that is also satisfied, like the fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, wherever, suppose if any one of the case doesn't satisfy, you can stop the problem. Here you see, according to the given points, this first subcase is only not at all getting satisfied. So here we can stop this problem at this stage. So we can write that, therefore, the given points, those are A, B and C. A, B and C cannot form, or you can write cannot be the vertices of a triangle. So they cannot form a triangle. They cannot form a triangle because here this first condition it doesn't get satisfied. So here these points cannot be the vertices of a triangle. Give reasons. This is the reason. So here with this 14th problem gets completed. Now let us see next question, that is question number 15. Find a relationship between x and y such that the point x comma y is equidistant from the points minus 2 comma 8 and minus 3 comma minus 5. So here let us understand the given question. The point x comma y, let us take it as some px comma y. This point is equidistant. Equi means equal, distance means distances. Distant means distance. So here this point P, let us take this point as A minus 2 comma 8. This is A minus 2 comma 8 and this is B minus 3 comma minus 5. The point Px comma y is equidistant. Equidistant means the distance between P and A, this distance is equal to the distance between P and B. So these two distances are equal. So this is the given question. So we need to find a relation between x and y. Now here let us solve this problem. So here let p x comma y, given that this is equidistant from these 2 points, let this first point as px comma y and this point you take it as a minus 2 comma 8 and this point we take it as b minus 3 comma minus 5. So here given p is equidistant from A and B. The meaning is that PA is equal to PB, right? So let us do squaring on both sides. So we get here on squaring both the sides, we get that here PA square is equal to PB square. Now as we know the distance between 2 points, let us write the formula here. Distance between 2 points ax1 y1 and bx2 y2 is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Based on this formula we are going to find the distances between P and A and also P and B. So here Px comma y and A minus 2 comma minus 8. So let us find the distance here. See, it can be written as minus 2 minus x whole square, or in other way we can say x minus of minus 2 means x plus 2 whole square, plus y minus 8 whole square. Now do we need to keep square root here? No need, because here we have done the square in the sense the square root and the square get cancelled. So here we need not to maintain square root. For that purpose actually we made here square also. So here now distance between P and B, Px comma y and B minus 3 comma minus 5. So x minus of minus 3 means x plus 3 whole square plus y minus of minus 5 means y plus 5 whole square, right? Let us simplify this now. This is a formula, that is a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square, as we know already, formula of a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So here a square means x square plus b square means 2 square is nothing but 4 plus 2ab, 2 into x into 2. 2 into x is 2x, 2x into 2 is 4x plus Now let us see y minus 8 whole square. The suitable formula is a minus b whole square. That can be written as a square plus b square minus 2ab. Right? So let us split this one according to the formula a minus b whole square. So here a square means y square plus b square means 8 square is 64 minus 2 into a into b, 2 into y into 8. 2 8s are 16, 16 into y 16y is equal to right side. This is a plus b whole square, same a square means x square plus b square means 3 square means 9 plus 2ab, 2 into x into 3, 2 3s are 6, 6 into x is 6x plus, as I do not have place here, I am writing here children, this is y plus 5 whole square, that is a plus b whole square. So a square means y square plus b square means 5 square is 25 plus 2 into a into b, 2 into y into 5, 2 5s are 10, 10 into y is 10y. Now let us simplify. Here you see, whenever we have is equal to, then similar terms can be cancelled. See here, positive x square, they get cancelled. For example, if you do not cancel here, you bring the x square this side, it becomes negative x square. So then also positive x square, negative x square get cancelled. If we cancel now, the problem will be easier for solving. So here you see, this is plus y square, this also plus y square get cancelled. Now let us write the remaining terms as it is. So here let us write first x coefficient, that is 4x, and y coefficient, that is minus 16y. Now constants, here you see plus 4 and plus 64, plus 4 and plus 64 plus 68 is equal to right side. X coefficient is 6x, y coefficient is 10y. Now constants, 9 plus 25 is 34, 9 plus 25 is 34. If we simplify this, we will get the answer. Now here, see, you compare x coefficient, 6x is here, 4x is here. 6x is bigger. We need to carry the smaller value to the bigger side, means to the bigger value, to get the answer in a positive term. That's all. So here, this 4x I am carrying that side. So here what happens? Already here what is there? 6x is there. So I am writing the 6x. Next plus 10y plus 34. Now I am bringing these three terms from left side to right side. Plus 4x becomes minus 4x. Minus 16y becomes plus 16y. Plus 68 becomes minus 68 is equal to, this side you see no term is left, that 0 can be written this side. Right? Now here let us simplify this. 6x minus 4x is 2x. So x term is over. Now let us simplify y term. Plus 10y plus 16y is plus 26y. Now let us write the constant. Plus 34 minus 68. Plus 34 minus 68. Both are having different symbols, so we need to do subtraction first. It is 68 minus 34 is 34. Bigger number is having minus, so it is minus 34. So minus 34 equal to 0. Now here let us compare. Here we have 2 and here also 26. In that again 2 is there. In that 34. In that again 2 is there. So let us divide throughout equation with 2. Now here what we get here? Finally 2x by 2 is x plus 26 by 2 is 13y. 13y. Here 34 by 2 minus 34 by 2 is minus 17 equal to 0. So here this is the final answer, and that too this is the required relationship between x and y. See here you asked find a relationship. So the relationship is x plus 13y minus 17 equal to 0, or you just send this negative 17 that side. It can be said as x plus 13y equal to 17. So you can leave the answer like this, or you can write that step also. So So here this is the final step for this problem 15th one.